let me join my other colleague in also thanking you for allowing the Senate to bring this particular issue to fore. But Mr. President, let me quickly correct one or two impressions. Number one, at no point have you teleguide any senator from saying anything he or she wants to say on the floor of the Senate. I've not witnessed one, I've not seen one, and I've not heard of one. So that needs to be clear. At no point have you teleguide any senator from saying anything on this issue. Number two, at no point has any senator, either from either side of the aisle, have been on any side on this particular motion that is currently before us. We are on the same page. We all believe that the security of this nation is sacrosanct, and every one of us are concerned concerning the current situation of security as far as the country is concerned. Mr. President, on this note, let me commend the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for at least ensuring the release of the 38 Eruku community in Kwara State and the students of Kebbi State that have been released. I want to commend the President, and I believe that he's doing everything within the ambit of the law to ensure our country, Nigeria, is secure. Mr. President, I want us to know in this Senate that Nigeria is at war. Nigeria is at war because these terrorists, the Islamabad, the Boko Haram, and all others are not known to our system. They are not known to our system. They are not Nigerians. They are not Nigerians. They are coming into this country to disrupt the peace of our country. They are not from Nigerians. So if we have external aggression coming in to fight us, that means we are at war. And I want my colleagues to understand that. And again, we can finger international conspiracy in all of this. Because there are some videos that you will see helicopter dropping arms in some pickup van. Where is that helicopter coming from? Who owns those vans? So, Mr. President, Nigeria is at war and international conspiracy is involved. So we should all understand that, and we should not trivialize this matter. Because at 2024, the security report before us shows that we have the lowest number of kidnapping and insecurity in Nigeria. 2024. And by November 2025, everywhere is agog with kidnappings and banditries and everywhere. So, Mr. President, I'm calling on my colleague. Please, let's keep an open mind on this matter. Let's speak to the truth of this matter. Let's address this issue as a Nigerian. It's the collective responsibility of everybody for this country to be well secured. And I mean it and I say it, so that nobody should come and say that anybody on this side of the aisle is speaking in favor of anything. We are concerned. The president canceled 2 international engagements, all because he wants this country to be secured. And he's doing it round the clock. And also, sir, I commend the men and women of the Nigerian military because they are father and mother of a particular family. They are father and mother to some children. So if they are on the war front, defending this nation, the integrity and the sovereignty of this country, I think they need to be commended. I commend them. And for the investigation which we are carrying out on the issue of Kebbi, since Sunday morning, these terrorists notify that they are coming to that school. So, deploying military, leaving by 1 o'clock, it should be an holistic investigation. There is something going on social media now. They are even announcing the next town, villages they are coming to. We should not just put it by the side. So, Mr. President, distinguished colleague, I believe this Senate will have taken the bull by the horn. The only thing is that we should expedite action on the security summit we are putting together. We should expedite action on it. We should move fast. Because if we have any position paper, if we have any document to put together to give to the executive, the action must start now, and we must do it as soon as possible. I saw summit.
The writer, George Orwell, made a very profound statement, which I will quote. He says that in times of universal deceit, telling the truth becomes a revolutionary act. We are being told every day to be patriotic. We are being told here that we shouldn't say anything against. We are being told that, oh, you shouldn't talk about the past. You should focus on the present. Yet, on this floor, rather than focus on what we are supposed to talk about, we go back to say, oh, during 2015, oh, the Chibok girls happened, and oh, we are now rescuing people. People were not rescued at that time. During Chibok, 17 local governments in Katsina were not having palace with bandits. People in Kebbi were not leaving all the rural areas and coming to only the urban areas to stay. People in Niger were not being kidnapped. So why do we need to? At any time we need to talk about the present issues of today. We go back to start to look for excuse for our failures of today. I only want to say, let us do the right thing. We're not blaming this government for what they are finding itself, but it is the government in power, and they should do the right thing. What are the right things? We take only one example. The governor of Kebbi said that somebody ordered troops out and people were kidnapped. Till today, nobody in Nigeria knows what happened, and no question has been asked. And we are sitting down here as a parliament, and we turn and we talk. Yet, somebody is responsible. If I'm the commander-in-chief, I will call the army commander in that place and the head of the army and say, if you don't get me the head of this person who withdrew the troops to put all these children in jeopardy, then you make an example of him. That is how a country is run. A country is not run on pacification. A country is run on confronting issues.
Colleagues Sen.Henry Dickson, Bayelsa West, and I rise to make a brief contribution to this discussion on a very serious issue. Yesterday, you will recall, Mr. President, that out of concern, I raised this issue with you, and you said this motion was being considered. So I'm happy that the deputy leader has brought this. But let me observe, just as the way Senator Abariebe also touched on that briefly. Please, this is one of the most trying periods that our country is facing. Even in battle times, in war times, it's not easy to lose a brigadier general. It's not easy to lose a brigadier general. Even in battle times, it's not easy to see this mass of communities being displaced, harassed, taken hostage, and people killed in several parts of our country. Our democracy, right before our eyes, is being rubbished. Our country, right before our eyes, is losing prestige and respect, and is endangered by the day. So this is a very serious motion. And I want to briefly object to the way and manner some of the comments from the other side have been on this very serious issue. This is the Senate of the Federal Republic.
Sorry,
no,
please.
I'm coming. Let me make my views, please.
You land, but which other side? There is only
No.
There is only one side.
The mover of the motion. I'm coming. Before I say, please. The mover of the motion talked about.
This was Senator Dickson.
What I'm saying is that while we are united to discuss this issue of national security, please, the conversation should reflect the seriousness of this matter. And not as if this Senate is an extension of the presidency that we will come here and comment on a situation like this. Please, I respectfully request that all the prayers that avoid all of that now. Well, if on this very serious national issue you have recognized me, you don't want me to conclude my thoughts The country is seeing me, the world is seeing me. I will take my seat.
Nobody's happy.
If you want to conclude your speech, be guided from the chair. The reality is that this affects all of us. So there's nothing like this side or that side. Immediately, no. Well, the person watching you outside will think that the Senate is in two divisions. On the issue of insecurity that we are discussing, we are one side. The entire Senate is one. So there's nobody here that will come and say that this side is treating the issue with levity, this side. And if you say we should not commend the president, it simply means you should tell the president to sleep. When a man has canceled his international trips and stayed back to face the issue, what you are seeing is an attack on Nigeria by our enemies. And it's even as I'm speaking with you now, I understand that yesterday, in the same community or so, that they went there and then abducted a pregnant woman with the 11 others yesterday night. You don't know when it will come to your village. So there's nothing like this side and that side. We are all Nigerians, and we are all concerned with what is going on. So I would prefer that we concentrate on solutions. And what we are saying is that we must rise to the occasion. This country cannot bow to despair. Neither can we bow to fear. People are perpetrating this. They are human beings.
Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, subscribe.
Face TV. Muswobi.